Last night's episode of Survivor 50 in the hands of the fans here on CBS was filled with twists and turns and, of course,
Tribal Council.
Take a look.
Third person voted out of Survivor 50, Savannah. That's 4. That's enough. Need to bring me your torch. God, thank you guys.
Good luck, you guys. No, I'm sorry. This has just been like the best experience. Like, thank you so much for everything.
It's been a pleasure to have you out here, Savannah. All right, you ready for this?
No, but it's okay.
Savannah, the tribe has spoken.
The light goes out. You might remember Savannah Louie won the previous season of Survivor. And hello, Savannah. She joins us now from her home in Atlanta. Savannah, man, when you were out there, before they voted, she gave this beautiful speech about how she was wanting to be more vulnerable and show everybody with her true self. And it was gorgeous. And then they did you dirty, girl. They did. I could not believe it.
She came in this morning going, after that speech, how?
So, Savannah, tell us about that moment and also what it was like for you to watch that again with your family as you were watching the season.
Oh my God! I mean, the biggest takeaway here: never be vulnerable with anyone ever.
That's what I said.
Out of the game, right? No, but seriously, I went into this season just wanting to be myself and give it my all, and that's what I did. And you know, if I had to go out, I'm glad that people voted me out, knowing the real me.
Yes.
And I was able to watch last night's episode with my family, with my friends who came in from out of town, with my Atlanta people. So if I had to go out, it was like the best case scenario.
I think that's excellent context because we were kind of all wondering, like, would you learn to not be your authentic self? But the fact that you did take away still being true to yourself is the important point. I love that lesson. I do have to ask you because, you know, we're seeing all of the conversations that are happening. Now you're able to watch it back and see all the nuances. It was between you, Ozzy, Joe. There were alliances being formed. Did you have a suspicion that it was going to be you?
I did. And I think you kind of see that at Tribal Council when I had that really emotional moment out there. I felt like, in a sense, I was almost giving my final words, so to speak. And that's a big part of the reason why I was so open and vulnerable. And just, you know, if I had to go that night, I wanted to have a good set of final words, right? At the same time, anything can happen in Survivor. So I'm like, okay, maybe there's like a 1% chance.
Yeah.
I think I'm going home, but maybe that's not the case, right? Unfortunately, it was a little more than 1% chance that I was going home, but you know, you never know.
Well, so let's talk about things that can go wrong. Your tribe lost their second immunity challenge in a row because some of your teammates couldn't finish that puzzle. You were struggling to finish the puzzle. And one of those, Suri, she was also struggling in her first immunity challenge. So was there ever any talk of perhaps voting Suri off?
You know, believe it or not, for that specific vote, no, there was no talk about voting Suri out of this game. And I think that really speaks to Suri's strategy and also her social game. People think of the game Survivor. They think of it as, oh, it's a physical competition. You're starving out there. You're competing in these challenges. And that's so true. But there's also a huge part of the game that relies on your social capabilities to connect with other people in your tribe. So while Suri, yeah, maybe she wasn't the best at some of these challenges, her social game is just so freaking good.
It's so good.
It didn't matter.
We saw Suri working everybody. I mean,
Right.
she was
all the angles.
She was all the angles, flipping everybody. Savannah, you're one of 3 contestants that was part of this season who have already won a season. Did you feel that made you have a target on your back?
Oh, yeah. And I mean, bigger than being a winner of the season, but people actually hadn't seen season 49 air when we were taping season 50. They just, they just knew that I had won the game. And so it left this huge question mark over me. And in Survivor, it's this game of uncertainty where if you can reduce the amount of uncertainty, if you have more knowledge about who has certain advantages or who's working with who, it just makes the game a little bit easier. So having someone there who's this huge question mark is almost like this big obstacle. And I think that people kind of viewed me as an obstacle versus a potential ally.
Just quickly, you know, you're watching it back, right? You know what happens. Are you doing this with family? Are you having watch parties? What's that experience like?
Oh, yeah. So I've known that this moment has been coming for, I mean, we taped this over the summer, so about 8 months. And so I had a lot of time to, kind of get my people together. So last night we went to a local brewery and there was maybe about 20 of us. I got like a private room and everything. And we just watched this episode together. And I invited people who meant a lot to me during my Survivor journey. So that's people who, maybe my friends who knew I was gone last summer, who really had no idea where I was because I couldn't tell them.
I love that.
So cool.
That's so amazing.
Former players.
Savannah, I love that you bring everybody together. Thank you so much.